also reconnected with my Aunt Catherine, whose family is no longer with us. We used to meet for breakfast every Wednesday morning, and this short story is a reflection of that. I'm just going to read a little bit from the end. So we would, drink coffee, have breakfast, shoot the shit for a while, and then she would drop me off home, and that would be it. I would ask about her health. She would say fine, when she obviously wasn't fine. But me and her really connected, and that's where this story came from. And it probably out of, I tend to get personal in all of my fiction, but this one tends to be me all the way through. So I just want to read a little bit from the end just to give you a taste of what you can purchase after I'm done talking. Give me one moment. So this is from a story called, appropriately enough, Black Coffee, which is also the name of the collection. I ended up in my usual spot, ass on the top step, head up against the house's white siding, with a pile of beat-up paperbacks that I'm sure included siblings humping like in B.C. Andrews' Flowers in the Attic. A few heavy sighs replaced her drags off a cigarette. "What can you do?" she muttered, clearing her throat completely. Louder, she asked, "So, am I in your novel?" "Well, no," I said. She said, "I've been insulted by better people." As if knowing I needed rescuing, a 4-year-old with a blonde ponytail and the grace of a bowling ball barreled into me. "Uncle, uncle," she said, her breath coming out in excited gasps. "Boy, do I need to tell you this story." Her eyes and hands did most of the talking. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw my older brother coming up the front walk with the rest of his brood. "It's his story to tell," I whispered to my aunt, "although keep your eyes on this one." My niece sensed I wasn't paying attention and put her hands on her hips. She slapped her hands on my cheeks and forced my face to make sure that my eyes were looking at her and only her. She then began the story all over again. My aunt was leaning up against the porch's black metal railing at this point. Her smile was wider than I had seen it in quite some time. My older brother was the real star of this family, even more so than his trio of "I'm smarter than you and I know it" kids. Her stance brought back a memory I had forgotten. My brothers and I all got chicken pox at the same time. For whatever reason, my aunt had taken us all in and quarantined us in my cousin's room. I remember watching the Karate Kid trilogy while trying not to think about the violent itch lurking underneath my Superman pajamas. My aunt came to check on us frequently since the room was conveniently located next to the front door and her next cigarette break. She'd lean on the door frame, smacking a pack of Merritts against her wrist. She'd pretend to watch Daniel's son crane kick his way to victory, but I knew her eyes were worrying over the 3 pockmarked lumps shivering under a motley assortment of blankets. She'd close the door for a while, her fix momentarily winning out over her consent. I remember darkness, and pushing against the vinyl roll-top blinds, an orange reminder of what we were missing, the light.